Welcome students. So myself Mehboob Pasha, and today in this session we will continue with the topic that is transfer of heat. Okay. So in previous session, in last class, we have studied that how to measure temperature using a thermometer. Okay. So here in this session we will deal with the transfer of heat. As I told you that heat transfers takes place in three ways. One is conduction, second one is convection, and third one is radiation. Okay. So in these three ways transfer of heat takes place. So first let us understand what is meant by conduction. Okay. So first of all, remember students that heat always flows from hotter body to colder body. So what is it? Heat always flows from hotter body to colder body. And here, before we could talk about conduction, let us take some examples so that you can easily understand what is meant by conduction. So here, let us take an example of frying pan. Okay. So before you could keep the pan on the flame, initially the pan was colder. Okay. Initially the pan was colder. So when you kept the pan on the flame, so after some time, what happened when you touch the pan? It will be heated. No, the pan has become hotter object. Okay. So here what happened? The heat from the flame transferred to the pan. Okay. So here the flame is a hotter object. No. So here the heat from the flame transferred to the colder object. Which is the colder object here? Frying pan. Okay. So initially, as a frying pan is a colder object, when you kept the frying pan on the flame, so the heat transfer from when you kept the frying pan on the flame, so the heat transfers from flame to the pan. So when you touch the pan after some time, at that time the pan will become a hotter object. Or so not only frying pan, so many of your utensils, we use many of the utensils for our cooking purpose. No? So when we initially all the utensils were colder object or colder body. So when we keep the utensils on the flame, the heat transfers from flame to the utensils, and the utensils become hotter objects, and the food gets cooked. Okay. So here let us come for pan, example of pan. Okay. So initially the pan was cool. Okay, it was a colder object or colder body. So we have kept the pan on the flame for some time, and what happens? Heat transfers from flame to the pan. So now the pan has become a hotter object. Okay. So now keep the pan aside for some time. So keep the pan aside for some time, and after 5 to 10 minutes you touch the pan. You just touch the pan. Okay. So at that time you will be not feeling that much heat when initially when you were feeling by touching the pan. Why? Because when we kept the pan aside from the flame for some time, so initially when we kept the pan aside, initially the pan was a hotter object or hotter body. The pan was hotter body. So when we kept the pan aside in an environment, okay, so when we kept the pan aside in an environment, so what happens? The heat transfers from pan to the surroundings. Okay, so here the heat transfer of heat takes place from hotter object, that is from pan to the colder objects, that is surroundings. Okay, so in this way transfer of heat takes place in the utensils. Okay, so now we'll do one experiment to understand what is meant by conduction. Okay, so take a metal strip, place it between two bricks, and place the small pieces of wax on the metal strip. Apply the heat at one of the ends of metal strip. Okay, so here we have applied heat using burning candle. So this is a burning candle. Okay, so when we starts burning the metal strip, when we starts burning one of the end of metal strip, that is when we apply heat at one of the ends of metal strip, so what happens? So initially this end of the metal strip gets heated. The end of the metal strip which is near to the flame or the end of the metal strip which is near to the burning candle will heat it first. Okay, will heat it first. Next, slowly the heat will be transferred to the other end of the metal strip. Okay, so how to understand this? How we come to know that the end which where we apply heat. Okay, so starts heating first. So we have placed the pieces of wax now. So when we start supplying the end of, when we start heating the end of a metal strip, so what happens? The pieces which is kept near the end starts getting melted. So slowly, then the other pieces of getting melted. Okay. So the next, slowly the heat will transfer from hotter end to the colder end. So initially this will be the hotter end. Why? Because we are applying heat at this end. So after, what happens further? The heat will transfer from hotter end to colder end. The process of transfer of heat from hotter end to colder end of an object, conduction of heat. Okay. Look at here, students. You need to understand certain terms. That is conductors and insulators. Conductors. The substances which allows the heat to pass through them are called as what? Conductors. So all the substances does not allow the heat to pass through them. Some substances allows the heat to pass through them and some substances does not. So what happens? The substances which allows the heat to pass through them are called as what? Conductors. Okay, so examples of conductors are, some of the examples of conductors are aluminum, iron and copper. Okay, so you might have seen that the cooking utensils are not made up of wood and all. So here the cooking utensils are made up of aluminum, iron or copper. Why is it so? It is because the aluminum or iron or copper, these are the good conductors of heat. So because of this reason, cooking utensils are made up of these materials. Okay. Next, so what are insulators? The substances which does not allow the heat. Okay, the substances which does not allow the heat to pass through them are called as what? Insulators. Okay, so here this some of the here there are some of the examples of insulators, that is wood and plastics. You might have seen that the utensils, the cooking utensils are not made up of wood or plastic, but the handle of cooking utensils are made up of wood or plastics. Why is it so? Because as the plastics and wood are the bad conductors of heat, to avoid getting hurted, okay, so to avoid getting hurt, the handle of cooking utensils, like the handle of frying pan or any other cooking utensils, are made up of heat or are made up of wood or plastics. Okay. So now we'll talk about convection. Okay, so the transfer of heat in liquids and gases is called as what? Convection. So previously we have talked about conduction, that is transfer of heat in transfer of heat in solids. So here transfer of heat in liquid and gases is known as what? Convection of heat. So now let us understand by experiment, that is what is meant by convection of heat. Okay, so now look at here. This is a container containing water, and this is a stand. So we have applied heat. Okay, we have applied heat at the bottom of the container. We have applied heat at the bottom of the container. So what happens? So initially the water which is at the end of the container. Okay. So initially the water which is at the bottom of the container starts heating. Initially what happens? The water at the end of the container, the water which is at the bottom of the container, this water getting start heated. Okay. So after that what happens? This heated water will rises upward. This heated water will rise upward, and the cooler water will rushes downside. Okay. Then the cooler water will rushes downside. It will move through sideways and come at the bottom. The heated water will go up, that is it will rise up, and the cooler water will come down. Okay, so this process continues till the whole water gets heated. So here look, here what happens? So when we apply flame at the end of at the bottom of the container, the water which is at the bottom of the container starts getting heated first. Okay. So next what happens, as it gets heated, the heated water will move upward. Okay. Then the cooler water will come downwards. So this process continues till the whole water gets heated. So as you can see in the image that, so there is a container containing some colored solutions. Let us assume it as water. Okay, so here at the at the end of the container, flame has been applied. Okay, we have applied a flame. So what happens? The water which is at the bottom of the container starts getting heated first. Okay, starts getting heated. So when it heated first, then after heating, it moves upwards. Okay, after getting heated, it moves upwards. Then the cooler water will rushes downside. The heated water will move upward and the cooler water will come downwards. So this process continues till whole the water gets. Okay. So let us take one more example. So imagine this is a burning candle. Imagine this is a burning candle. So you just place your hand on the burning candle. Okay, on the flame. So what happens? Your hand will feel heat. No, your hand will feel heat. Why is it so? Why? Because the air which is above the flame, gets heated. So as the air which is above the flame gets heated, then that air will move upwards. Okay, so when the air above the flame gets heated, then the air will move upward, and as it moves upward, it touches your hand. At that time you will feel heat. So now you do one thing, you just place the candle like this and keep your hand like this. Okay, so now your hand will not feel heat. Why? Because the air above the flame gets heated, and as it heated, it will move upward. It will not move sideward. It will not move in any other direction. It will not move towards your hand. It will move upwards. So because of this reason, your hand will not feel warm. Okay. So here in this case, what we have understood? We have understood what is meant by convection of heat. Okay. Now let us understand what is meant by radiation. The process of transfer of heat in the form of waves is called as what? Radiation. Okay. So as you know that we are receiving heat and light from the sun. Sun is very far away from the earth. Then how we are receiving the heat and light? It is because we are receiving heat and light from the sun in the form of waves. There is no any media in between earth and sun. There is no any solid, there is no any liquid. Okay, so there is no any gases. So how we are receiving heat from the sun? We are receiving heat from the sun in the form of waves. Okay, so you can see in the image. So as you can see in the image that the heat is coming towards the earth from the sun in the form of waves. I hope you might have understood.